Eat french fries swimming in mayonnaise, stuff your guts with chocolate, drink a beer that's as strong as wine, eat half a dozen waffles, and then have your gallbladder removed. Those are the 5 things you've got to do, and these are the 5 best places to do them. We did not include Brussels on this list because there's much more to Belgium than just its beautiful capital, so let's get right into it. We kick off this list at number 5 in the village of Dinant. This town is a heavyweight contender for one of the most beautiful villages in Belgium, and it's not just a pretty face, there are some brains here too. One of them invented the hardest cookie in the world called le coq de Dinant, which is impossible to chew. It was invented during the 15th century to be sucked on when food was scarce. Dinant is also the birthplace of one of Europe's most famous beers, Lef. In 1240, monks started to produce it as a healthier alternative to the drinking water, which is still probably true today if we're talking about drinking straight out of the river. Dinant is also home of the second most famous Adolf, who invented the saxophone. Its nickname is the City of 1,000 Saxaphones, and although I doubt there are actually 1,000 of them, there were plenty of uniquely decorated saxophone statues scattered all around town for you to go find. From its citadel with panoramic views to its boat tours, Dinant is definitely a place you gotta go check out. Most people don't associate Belgium with beach culture like in the Mediterranean or in Florida, but here it is in the beautiful city of Ostende and its neighboring village of Hann. This area was the most heavily bombed in Belgium during the Second World War, where following the widespread damage, a new seaside metropolis emerged, which is now extremely popular with the locals. The city is directly connected to Brussels by train, which takes just a little over an hour, so the vibe here is that of a seaside neighborhood of the nation's capital. It is the perfect escape to the beach, made easy by public transportation, where you will find everything from shopping and restaurants to beach festivals, with Will Smith performing his new hit single, Keep My Wife's Name Out Yo. Because of this, Ostende can get busy, so if you want a more relaxed vibe, you just gotta head 15 minutes down the road to Hann, where you can have a seemingly endless beach to share with the horse riders at sunset. Onto the podium, and at number 3 is the second largest city in Belgium, Antwerp. Approximately 84% of the world's rough diamonds pass through Antwerp, and for the past 500 years it has been known as the diamond capital of the world. As a result of this diamond money, the city has been built with aesthetics in mind, and nowhere else is this more visible than inside the central train station. This is easily one of the most jaw-dropping train stations in the entire world, although I am sure that somewhere out there China is building 10 of them that will soon make this look like child's play. The central square is a huge part of Belgian city structure, and the one in Antwerp is by far one of the most beautiful I've ever seen. Here you will find the statue of a man throwing a hand, paying homage to the name Antwerp, which translates to throw a hand, which makes me wonder if they threw hands instead of rotten fruit at terrible performers back in the day, which is basically what Will Smith did, except his hand was attached to his arm. Alright, enough with the Will Smith jokes. Getting into second place is the city of Ghent, which is home to the city center that has no cars. Car-free since 2017, the historical downtown is one of the most enjoyable urban areas to explore in all of Europe. The city center is literally littered in cathedrals, churches, and historical buildings, which all line the canals and pedestrian streets that bring you once again to a super stunning central square. Our favorite street, by far, was this graffiti street that is covered top to bottom on both sides, and even if you don't much care for street art, I am absolutely certain you will enjoy it here. Just like the other 4 on this list, Ghent is well connected to Brussels with 120 trains daily, taking only 28 minutes, and this is one of the biggest draws to the country, is that the best places to visit are all close to each other via affordable public transportation that drops you off directly downtown. Capping off this list, at number 1 is Bruges, and not just because it has the highest concentration of chocolate shops in the world, it's because the city's infrastructure is interlaced with canals, giving it the nickname the Venice of the North. By far the most popular thing to do in Bruges is taking a boat tour to explore the Waterworld canals. There is something beautiful around every corner, and unlike Venice, there is plenty of greenery along the canal's banks that give the city another dimension of Instagrammability. There is even a spot where you can go swimming in the canals, which is something you probably wouldn't dare do in Venice. The entire city is relatively unchanged over the centuries, preserving the core as a classic medieval urban settlement, which has in turn earned Bruges the designation as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is why the Grand Place de Bruges is one of the most iconic city squares in the entire world. The skyline here is something out of a storybook, and there is not much more I can say that these images don't. If you think it looks good in these shots, I promise you it is 100 times more grand in real life, and only a super grumpy old fart wouldn't enjoy a visit to this city, even if it can get a bit busy at times. Only 53 minutes from Brussels by train. If you only have time to visit one on this list, Bruges is it, and that's why it gets number 1. Let us know below what you think. Did we miss anything? And always feel free to ask us any questions. Don't hesitate to go visit Belgium, because adventures don't happen at home.